What did you end up calling?
I didn't name it shit. My name is Insane Raven, and this is a new episode.
Yes, it is.
We are not on a time crunch at all. What is this?
The sink. This out.
You murdered. None of that shit caught. And I'm part of that caught. I don't know where it stopped catching. If not, thank you for sticking with me through 6 minutes of fucking silence. You an MVP, motherfucker.
Oh no.
I have no choice but to accept the fact that there might not be any commentary for the first 6 minutes of this video. They just conga lined into a fucking wall. It is! I told you! It is! I feel like this is wrong though.
It's in both of the Whomping Willow is in both of them.
For some reason, I doubt the legitimacy of this game now.
No. You're totally right. No, we get to Hogwarts with the Fort Angelina.
Yes.
This one. We crash it into the Whomping Willow, and in year 3, it's part of the tree.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
Okay.
Also, you want to know a fun fact about the Whomping Willow? Okay, so in Orlando,
Okay.
there is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yes. There's 2 of them.
Well, the other one's a copycat. So the first
okay.
the first one was the Hogwarts castle. Everything it had, what is it, quest or something, and in the ride, whatever. So you're in the castle, and you basically are looking through to find your, I don't know.
All right, real quick.
For something.
I just want to point out that I have Facebook in the background of this. They have a fidget spinner game.
Oh god.
I fucking hate humanity. You were saying.
Anyway, so I rode this ride maybe like 4 months into it being open.
Okay.
And this was the first and only day of my life. Okay, so I used to be scared to death of any sort of like amusement park ride. So I was like, I'm going to go to Harry Potter World, and I'm gonna ride everything I possibly can, even if it scares me. I'm gonna do it.
That's a good thing.
The first thing that so we get there right at like 8:30.
It's taking me. It's taking me.
So we get there like right at 8:30 in the morning. Right as it opens, or 9 or something. I don't know. Florida resident, there was some going on. No, I can't get in. Mother.
Why can't you get in? Did I break something?
No, we have to do something. I don't know what.
Also, I love how you can't see shit on my screen. Florida residency, yes.
So we get in, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna ride the dragon ride at some point today.
Okay.
Turns out the dragon task had a 5-minute wait.
Okay.
This is 9 in the morning. I'm a nervous wreck because I'm scared of literally everything at this point in my life. And
Same.
I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna ride this ride because when will this ever be this short again?
Yes.
So I do that, and I love it.
Okay.
That moment has changed me as a person, and I ride every single ride I possibly can all the time ever.
Did you orgasm on it?
No. That comes later in my life.
No, because like I've heard stories of girls
I
like
know exactly what you're talking about, but
coming on rides.
Right.
Because you got those good vibrations.
Anyway.
I had to mention it.
So.
Wouldn't
part
be
of that day.
Wouldn't be the same.
I go into the castle ride.
Yes.
And
Oh. I know what we have to do.
And so there's a part of it where there's Dementors.
Yes.
And then you go to the Whomping Willow. It's like kind of a scary section of the ride.
Yes.
Well, this ride was so new, they were still working out the kinks, right?
Oh.
The ride stops.
Okay.
As we are 90 degrees backwards, so like we're flat on our backs, right?
Okay.
Because like you're supposed to be like it's a 3D ride, and you're on like a broomstick essentially. That's what it's.
That's cool.
Like you have a handlebar, and like the way you're sitting is like kind of like a stirrup kind of thing. It's really cool, and it's like a 4-person seat type of thing.
Okay.
And
what is this thing doing?
It's a recycling bin? I don't know.
For grass?
It's a grass cycling bin?
Okay.
Anyway, that's one. Of course. So we get on this ride, and like we're stopping right there. So we're in between the part where the Dementors and the Whomping Willow are.
Okay.
The track stops.
Oh.
But the Whomping Willow doesn't stop moving. I got hit by the Whomping Willow until that ride started again.
How long did it take to start again?
A good 2 or 3 minutes.
How many times were you hit?
Like, the way the tree moves with the ride, it obviously it moves where you can't hit it.
Yeah.
Because they're timed perfectly. Well, that day was different. And
she's a big weed.
The Whomping Willow continued to attack me. I kicked it back a lot of the time. So I
no, because I know you, right? So I'm picturing the first
like,
the first 2
bitch.
times you were like, okay, that's fine.
I was like, whatever.
The third time you started like kicking him back, like, I'm not going down.
Yeah.
Not without a fight.
That's exactly how it happened. So I was with my best friend at the time and her little brother.
Okay.
My brother, and their mom. It was the 4 of us on this ride. Because my mother and brother are pansies and won't ride a thing. So.
Okay.
Oh, sticky.
Okay.
Okay. So. I'm sitting there. I'm kind of having a freak out because I'm like, I just started riding roller coasters 3 hours ago. And I'm still, I love them, but like, I don't like ride malfunctioning. That's just kind of scary in the first place.
I get that.
I've gone lights up on Space Mountain. That shit is terrifying.
Like, that shit just sounds terrifying.
It is. It's so scary. Where's the closet?
Over here. The closet's over here.
So yeah, that happened. And the rest of the ride was totally fine. But, yeah, that's the time that the Whomping Willow legitimately attacked me in my real life.
Oh.
Pick it up.
Oh, friends.
And break shit. And then put it in the pot. I
like that ideology. I actually have a funny story regarding that ride as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It involves me and my family.
Already a great start.
Me and my good family.
Oh, okay.
So it's me. It's me.
I'm glad we have to specify things.
We do here. It's me. It's my uncle. My uncle.
I know.
And I just. Okay, no. Oh, it's running away. Yeah, give me another shit. His wife, my sister, and like one of his kids at the time. And motherfucker, just hop in the fucking pod.
Hop in the pot, yo.
There you go, you good shit. And me and his wife we're scared of rides at this point. And like, we're looking at what it is, we're looking at like, we're not really like situated in like a car situation. Which is like, that's the kind of thing that we were doing at the time. Like, we're like, oh, there's a car, like, we're fine. Like, we can put feet on the ground type thing. And so like, we're not gonna go on this ride. But we did want to like go through and see the entire like tour of the place.
That's what my brother and my mom did. Yes.
Yeah, so we stood online for the ride essentially, and then we hung out in like the waiting room right by the exit. Well, my sister and my uncle come back and they're talking about how amazing the ride is and how much fun they had. So me and her, we look at each other and we goes, I think I know what we have to do. And I'm like, I think you're right. So we kind of like nod heads, jumped the gates that was like stopping people from like going back on the ride, and just kind of like slid into the line and walked up and was like, hi, we like to go on. And the lady like looked at us like she knew what we just did. Like she was staring us down.
Yeah.
And like we kind of just like, 2, party of 2. And she goes, like she kind of like rolled her eyes like it's gonna take more time for me to get rid of you than to put you on the ride. So she just puts us on the ride and we're like, this is so amazing, I can't believe we did this. We immediately started regretting our decision because we were screaming our heads off the entire time.
Good.
So it was fun, but it was always like we might have made wrong decisions in this moment. Also, where the fuck are we going? Like Sir Nicholas isn't doing shit.
Sounds about right. Sometimes he doesn't show up.
I know, which is weird. It's weird.
Where are we going now?
I don't know.
The other side of. Wait, what do you want?
Nicholas? Nick?
See, you gotta like find him first, and that's annoying. Oh, we have to do. Oh, Mandrake. Where's the thing? Where's the closet?
I don't know.
Is it over on this side?
I'm cleaning out my closet.
Yeah,
There it is.
It is.
So that was a fun thing we did. But then, a little year, then my senior year is when I really started getting into rides and doing rides. Oh, it's the little shit that takes pictures of everything.
Colin Creevy.
I hope you die.
Let me handle this, boys.
I'm not dealing with that bullshit. So it was my senior trip, right? And it was a school choir trip. And there was this rule that said, like, if you're gonna be put in a group, you have to kind of work it out that your group fits you, because you can't be by yourself. Obviously, like, you have to be within at least one other person.
Right.
If you're not gonna go on a ride, so you have to like figure out your groups that way. The group I went on all loved rides, and I was like not the biggest fan. Okay, so we have to break that.
Yep.
Alright, so I wasn't like the biggest fan of rides at that point. So I was like, you know, like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 rides here anyway. It's gonna be fine. That was for the first park we went to.
Oh.
My plan worked for that park. Cool, no problem. The second park we went to was Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, that one's all right.
They wanted to go on the rock and roller coaster
as
the first thing. I'm sitting here, I am having a full-on panic attack. I'm calling them, I'm calling people Satan. I'm like, you're gonna go to hell for this shit? Don't make me go on this ride.
God.
This is a horrible thing you're doing to me right now. And like, can anyone just like bite the bullet on this one and not join me for this?
Yes.
None of these fuckers did that.
Oh no.
So I get on the ride, I'm like losing my, I'm like shaking, I'm like, this is such a bad experience I'm about to have right now. Like,
you go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Yeah, and like
in the dark.
And like they're talking about that, like they are telling us before we get on the ride, you're gonna go 0 to 60, and like you're hitting that bolus right when you go on, and there's nothing to stop you there. And I'm like, okay,
that's fine. I'll die.
Like that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna just mentally prepare myself. There's a timer. Okay, 3, 2, fuck! And we just started going. And I'm like, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever been on.
Yep.
And then I finished it, and I'm like, alright, you motherfuckers, we gotta go again, because I didn't post my fucking picture. So we went 3 more times on that fucking ride, and by the end of it, I was so fucking happy.
Yes.
I was like, yes! Also, what are we doing?
Pixies. We're getting the pixies. I'm just trying to get, there we go.
What button do we push?
It's the blue spell, and it's square. Like,
okay.
You have to aim at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to like lock onto them and then use it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is his face so fucked up? So the other ride that like really got me into roller coasters was a little ride at Dollywood. Now, Dollywood, if you don't know.
Oh, Dollywood, yeah.
Yeah, Dollywood.
Over in
I'm saying Dollywood.
or wherever it is.
Yeah. Dollywood, not Dollywood. Has.
World,
yeah.
We're living in Dolly World. What are you talking about?
Florida. No, but no, that's more like Tennessee.
Help!
Oh, is that you? I'm so sorry. I was aiming for this fuck, and I'm just not gonna do this. I'm gonna have you do this, and I'm just gonna tell stories about it. So at Dollywood, they have this ride where, like, it goes upside down. Right. But, like, it's not a big deal. It's really quick.
Sorry,
and it's, like,
I didn't
quick and
do
easy.
that.
I'm trying to get out of your way, and I'm not helping you at all.
Get out of the way!
So, this one ride goes upside down. They didn't tell me it went upside down. They were just like, it's like a nice medium inside-outside roller coaster. You're not gonna have a big deal. It's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. I get on it. The roller coaster starts by slowly like creeping you towards this little like door. Right. Opens up the door and you go straight up. It is a 90-degree
oh my god
invert. And I'm staring at this like, I fucking hate every single one of you
Oh my
that
God.
are on this call with me. Thank you for doing that, because there was no way I was getting that done. So we go on this thing, and I'm losing my shit. We finished that ride. They make me go on another ride, and it's upside down. It's Twisted Sun. It's corkscrewing. He's going upside down. Everything you can imagine is happening on this ride. Apparently, I turn into Stitch from Lilo and Stitch when I'm having a great time because I'm screaming Mama Quista, losing, like, cheering at the end of this ride. Like, this was the most fun I've ever had in my life.
See, that's the thing. My fear reaction like that is to laugh. And so I'm like, I'm having a great time. And then in reality, I'm having a panic attack.
Oh, 100%. That's me with, at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
I just laugh.
My first reaction is to just laugh.
I just
because
laugh.
I'm in so much distress.
I mean, like, I'm so
I'm
terrified.
like, you know what? This is
God.
this is fine.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. So let's finish this, and then we're gonna call this an episode because the beginning of this episode was a lie.
Yep.
It's a lie. Everything's a lie. It's okay. Also, is there a way this should go?
Yes.
Like, is it like one true?
Yeah. It'll go where it's supposed to go.
Oh, okay. So what is this actually?
It's a Hogwarts H. See?
We
don't have the spell yet for that. Okay. So.
Oh yeah. So that's been that episode. That's been all Tales of Roller Coasters, and I almost burped again. And you cracked your neck. You nasty on my bed.
Yeah.
It was
That's
on
the
my
worst thing
bed.
that's happened on this bed.
It is. Like, this wasn't always my room.
Anyway.
See you guys next time.